Hello and welcome to Real Day Trading. Well, this was a annoying day. Everything was going just fine. We're moving up, made some nice trades. Right around here, the account, the 5K account, is at around $4,600. Pretty close to even. And I tweet out at this time, thinking of selling NVIDIA, and I'm going to short team and go long either DLTR or BKKT. Right here. So I put an order in to sell NVIDIA at $10.50. Seemed reachable. The contract was selling at that point for around 10.05, 9.50, 9.95, 10.05, somewhere around there. One more green bar, which NVIDIA seemed to be well on its way. It would have hit that price. Came really close. But then this happened. Gone. Just all gone. Let's take a look. Let's go to the videotape. Okay. NVIDIA, you see right here, my sell order, $10.50 right there. Never hit it. And so what happened? Well, our $4,600 account balance dropped down to $3,343. We're down around $1,650. Not insurmountable. Should be fine. Pain in the ass, though. What did we do today? Well, we closed Apple. It was the right call. Closed Facebook. Definitely the right call. That did not continue from its bounce on Friday. BTU ran right in against this algo line, so I had to close that down. AFLAC, now that one was a mistake because take a look here at AFLAC, AFL, right there. It just continued on up as a great daily chart. There really was no reason for me to close this. I wanted the buying power back, but in retrospect, this one was a keeper. Would have been about 40-50 cents more in profit, another $100 or so if I kept it. But it was a good position. There was no reason to close it other than buying power. And that's one thing that these 5K accounts do is you start making decisions based on, is this trade better than that trade to spend my money on? Right? Because you have a limited amount of money. And now it becomes this sort of negotiation of, well, this is a good trade, but this trade might actually be better. So I'm going to take the money from here and move it to there. And that's what this was about. But if there was enough money and that wasn't a concern, this is a trade one would stay in. By the way, if I had shorted team when I cashed in NVIDIA, you see here about a $3 drop. $3.50 drop. That would have been a great short. Dollar Tree would not have taken that trade because when I further examined it, it was running up against the 50 SMA, not getting through. But I would have taken this one. And it dropped, but would have got it around here, and that's around 30 cents. Okay, that wouldn't have been that bad. If I had sold NVIDIA, shorted team, and went long BKKT like I said I wanted to, the account would be roughly around 4,500 right now. But we didn't do that, did we? No. So, this is what we did do. After we closed Facebook, we then, go up here, sorry. We closed any, took the loss on that. On Friday, that would have been a really nice $300-400 win, but it did not have the day trades to do it. So I hope some of you were able to close that stock and make a profit. I traded it for a similarly priced stock, SENS, and that one actually, we're in profit. It's only around 2 cents. But if you take a look at the stock itself, here, it's doing quite well. Look at that daily chart. Look at that. Stacking greens right up here. Right there. That's great. And we have potential to go all the way up to 6-ish. Great. Okay. Above average volume here. Right there. Nice green bars. Okay. Well, keep that one on. That's a good trade. Next, after we swapped out NE and SENS, we got rid of Snap. Turned out to be the right choice. Snap, much like Facebook. Well, not really. Snap didn't crumble like Facebook did. I still have the Facebook shares, by the way. But Snap really never popped with SPY, and that was my indication to get out, right? So when you see Snap here, like this, and here, oh, sorry, let me bring that up there. There you go. See Snap here. And here you have SPY going up and Snap going down. That's my indication to get out, right? You have no relative strength. That's relatively weak to the market. So Snap had to go. Bye-bye, Snap. At this point, I'm pretty much transforming the portfolio from everything I had coming into the day to new positions. I closed my short on Campbell. I closed my short on MMM. Both of those turned out to be good closes, and I replaced it with a short of Fast. Fast, take a look here. Why did I choose that one? Well, look at this. Yesterday, it tries to get above its 200 moving average right there. Cannot, and down it goes. Shorted Fast right around here, and it turned out to work out really well. So I still have that short on. I wanted to have the shorted team on. I wanted to have two shorts on, particularly given the drop in the market. I still am bullish on the market, but I did want to have two shorts on. For now, we have one. Well, we kind of have two, but we'll get into that. So I took that. Moving on, after Fast, CVX, kind of swapped out Apple for CVX, and CVX turned out to be great. I capped it by selling the 141 call on top of it. Again, bring in some buying power doing that. You can always bring buying power in by selling your calls against your long calls. It does cap your upward potential, but CVX, which is at an all-time high, probably going to have some profit taking here tomorrow. It'll most likely continue up. Not a huge mover on our ATR, so a 141 call sold against it should be good to deteriorate while we collect profits on the long call. This stock looks about as strong as any stock out there right now. So if I were to have extra buying power, I probably would increase my position in CVX. Very happy with switching it with Apple. Going back. Then we grabbed GOGL. Way too close to Google for me. It just keeps getting so damn confusing. As if everything else isn't. Right here. There we go. Look at that daily chart. Right there. Really nice upward trajectory. It broke through right here. A nice break of the horizontal blue resistance. It's through its SMAs. It's through its downward sloping trend line here. This is a good stock to hold. It kind of compressed at the end of the day. Didn't really have much, even though SPY was going up, it kind of compressed, so it's lost its relative strength, but it also lost its volume over here. So that's fine. The daily chart is strong enough for me to think that this is going to be a pretty good position in the long run. Moving on more. Okay. Then we decided to do 2 Amazon butterflies. Amazon, I'll show you here, I'll go back here. Amazon. There we go. Amazon was weird today, right? It started out really strong. It was up like $70. It dropped with SPY, and then SPY, right? SPY started going up, and Amazon didn't, right? So here is where I put on the bullish butterfly. It's strong for SPY. I put on the butterfly, and it was a, let's see, 32.40, 32.65, 32.90, a $25 spread butterfly. And I got that for $1.95. So that's one where I'm risking $195 to make roughly $2,300. If Amazon comes in on Friday at 32.65 or anywhere thereabouts, okay, well, that's going to be around a $2,000 gain. That's a nice type of gain that if you take those type of risks, or very little risk on the debit side, these will come in maybe 5-10% of the time. But if you don't risk the entire $2, in other words, you're not getting it down to zero, then, like, for example, tomorrow I can cash this back in if it's going down, maybe take $1, lose 65 cents on it, so I'm never losing the full $1.95, lose 95 cents on it. Then it becomes a pretty good risk-reward scenario where when it does come in, this can just take an account of a small size and jump it up, right? Kickstart it. This would be a $2,000 win. Because of the relative weakness, I bracketed the butterfly and did one that was 30.65, 30.50, 30.35 puts, and it was only a 45-cent debit. Right, so that's $1,400 and $1,450 if this drops down by Friday to 30.50, right? And given where it is, 30.50 is only about 110 away. For Amazon, that's not unthinkable. Could be there by tomorrow. And it only costs 45 cents, so it's $45 to get 1,500. Another good risk. So combined, I'm spending around $2.40, $240. And if Amazon goes up 100 or down 100 by Friday and ends there, that is a $1,500, $2,000 return for the account. So that's why I did those two trades, to give the account a jolt if that should happen. At this point, I really wanted to get calls on coin. And I did not have the buying power. And one thing you can do, a little trick on small accounts, you can go in the negative here. They'll say you're in a margin call, well, whatever. By the time the market opens, you're closing a position, you're fine. If you're closing a position, you can't go in the negative if you're buying one. So for example, if I was just going to buy 2 calls on coin, the $210 calls for $6.51, it would have been like, doot, doot. And it said, no, you can't do it. Sorry. But what I did a call debit spread here for $3.35, the 210, 220. Then I took 56 cents profit, and there were 2 of them, so it's $112 profit on the short calls, leaving me with just the 210 calls. Now, at one point, coin jumped up to 211, and these calls were at around $9.50. I'm sorry, at around $8. These were $8.50. I had around $400 in profit on coin. So at the height of here, right there, I was in profit around $400 on coin, around $300 on NVDA. That's what those damn red bars did. So now our positions, we are going into tomorrow with the 2 Amazon butterflies, the coin calls, the CVX calls and the short call on it, the fast puts, the GOGL calls, NVIDIA call, and the SENS calls. And so you'll have a sense of it. We have 7 of these, 1 NVIDIA, 4 GOGL, 3 fast, 2 coin, 1 of each butterfly here, and CVX, 2 on CVX. That's where we stand right now. More importantly, though, what I hope everyone gets out of this, which is one, how damn difficult it is to trade in this type of market. It's very choppy. You can't, you saw what just 1 hour of pure bullish action on SPY did, right? It took this account pretty much back to even. Just one hour, hour and a half of it, of consistent green bars. So if we weren't in chop and you had finally a day like we've been having for the last, 12 years, then this account would quickly be around $6,500, $7,000 just on these positions. But instead we're in chop, and because of that, we have to remain nimble, which means I'm using a day trade to be able to get straight calls on coin, even though it puts us in the negative. I'm swapping out stocks like ANY for SENS. I'm keeping that type of stock, the sort of cheap stock that's moving with momentum, but on these calls, really good daily charts. But I'm swapping them out. I'm using a very quick trigger where normally some of these positions I would hold on to. But now, because I need the buying power, I'm switching them out and managing the account. And it's a constant back and forth. And you have to stay on top of it to manage the account. So, sorry. Yeah. This is usually the point in the video where I just say screw it. And yeah, so screw it. We are right now getting a look at our positions here after hours. Oh, joy, yeah, there, NVIDIA's up, great. This is at 372, big mover. Fast, I don't know what the fuck this red bar is. It's down here. Amazon, does anyone actually, who the hell is buying and selling Amazon right now in after hours? It's weird. Coin, my only concern with coin here is not that, the daily chart is fine. It's not fine, it's bearish, but it's popped up recently, right? It's right there, and it's coming up against this line, which is right around 211. Now, if coin breaks through 211, it's going to fill this gap. It's going to head all the way up to 220. So that is the chance we're taking with this position. If it bumps up against 211 again and comes back down, I'm going to have to close the position, hopefully in profit. However, this type of stock is, see that, sorry, probably cursor is like over somewhere else and I'm, whatever. This type of stock, though, is dependent on external factors of Bitcoin and crypto that technical analysis may not paint the entire picture of what's happening with, or what could happen with the stock. So it's a risky stock to hold. It could just as easily be down 11 tomorrow and we're screwed. I believe, though, because we had this amount of volume and it was pushing it up, and it did push it up against this resistance point here, we're going to see another test of that, barring any strange things, quote, by Elon or whatever happening. This is really the biggest area of concern at the moment, but, you know, who knows? We'll see. So there we have it. The 5K account is currently down, but we are constantly battling for it. Just 45 minutes before we closed, we were pretty much at even, so I take the current amount with a grain of salt. Tomorrow, going to make some quick decisions on our positions. I feel that we're actually even better prepped today going into tomorrow than we were on Friday going into today. And the only thing that we are vulnerable here is on the bearish side. If we have a dip opening tomorrow, I will probably try to cash in the Amazon butterfly and cash in the fast short. And then I will put a different short on, whichever the one that has the highest level of relative weakness, and then look for a bounce back up, because we're going to be running in up against the 200 SMA on SPY, and it does not seem like there's the selling pressure to get it through that. But again, the market can stay irrational as longer than you can stay solvent, right? Well, normally I can stay solvent for a pretty damn long amount of time, but here in this challenge, you can't. And these are the struggles that traders face every day with these type of accounts. You get hit and there's not much maneuverability you can do to adjust in time. You can't use your day trades. You have a limited amount of buying power. So you make decisions that you ordinarily would not. For example, like selling a call, close positions just to get buying power when perhaps you would have held them. However, you constantly have to manage these accounts. The last time I did this challenge, it took 3 days, and that's because we were in a bullish market. I mean, you all see what happens when you have literally just an hour or two of straight green bars. We went up $1,500 just in this period right here. That jumped the account $1,500. That's why the last time it went from 5,000 to 10,000 in 3 days, because we had 3 straight days of this. But when you get this, then this, you have to manage your account. The market's not always going to be like this. So you need to learn how to make sure you're flexible, balanced, constantly looking for the right opportunities and right stocks. That's why I had it lined up: sell NVIDIA, short team, buy BKKT. As long as NVIDIA was going to hit a price point, I set the price point about 40 cents too high. Well, that's on me. But that is still the right idea. That's the mentality you have to have. It is a battle. It is a battle of you against the market, and or whoever the hell is on the other side of your damn trade. You cannot let them win that battle. And they will try. They will try to do shit like this to win that battle. And you panic sell here or freak out. But that's, I decided I am going to hold NVIDIA because I felt NVIDIA, and still feel NVIDIA, is one of the stronger stocks. In fact, it was one of the only stocks in the sector that was green today. And you could see, even as SPY was dropping at various points today, here's SPY starting here and going to here, not really completely unchanged from there to there. But NVIDIA is up higher from here to here. That's relative strength on NVIDIA's part. This stock up $5.80 or $6.06 today, when the market, when SPY is down 55 cents. That's why I came close to, when SPY was dropping, to cutting NVIDIA and getting the short on team. But this is still a very strong stock, and it's currently, in between. It's 200 and 100 right here. You don't have much in the way of a resistance point on an algo line because it runs in up against the 50. And that 50 is all the way up at 279. I will take that. I will take that $30. Jump up $30 by Friday and we're fine. And in fact, you see NVIDIA's climbing back up towards 250 after hours. I would not be surprised to see NVIDIA jump another $6 to $7 tomorrow, and in which case I am going to be very glad I kept the option. Okay, well, that is it for today. Tomorrow, hopefully, we will be well over 5,000 by the end of the day. If anyone after this challenge suggests another challenge to me for God knows why, God help them. Oh, yeah. This is I don't think I traded my other account more than like one or two trades. I bought on and it was ON, it was up like $1 and I forgot I had the damn trade on. So now I still have that stupid stock because I was too busy trying to figure out should I sell NVIDIA or not in a $5,000 account. So great. I now own ON for no good reason. Could have taken profit on that. Not one, I could have just hit flatten. Flatten that trade. Right? Flatten it and give me the damn profits. Nope. Not flattening that trade because I'm looking at NVIDIA. I'm looking at my one NVIDIA contract and should I sell it and maybe get one put debit spread on team. Screw you, ON. Not flattening you today. Nah. Huh. Dojo's gonna, go. That's what happens. Okay. Well, everyone have a good night. And you know what you need to do? You need to go read the damn Wiki. Good night, everyone.